Hey people, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. Just thought I'd jump on a quick live stream and just discuss not having access to a gym, impacting results, having low motivation. Yesterday, I was having a discussion with a friend of mine that's got a couple of gyms, and it came up in conversation about motivation and the way people are getting affected right now. So I just wanted to touch on the topic a little bit. We've been consulting with a lot of people over since September, when we opened our doors to, our new clients, because we wanted our clients to settle back in post lockdown 1. we ended up taking on new clients, and when we were consulting with a lot of them, something that came up with quite a lot was having low motivation. And I think this is a real big thing. Like, people who had access to the gym previously would have been highly motivated, because when you train in a gym, 9 times out of 10, that goes hand in hand with good quality nutrition. All of a sudden, you wipe the gym out and the activity side, and then all of a sudden, the motivations go, woo, like this. When really, what we should be focusing on is the nutrition element, okay? So when you look at changing your body, losing weight, maybe fat loss, maybe muscle building, a lot of the work is actually done through nutrition. Yes, you train the body to improve its composition. Yes, you train it to make the muscles become bigger, but the main thing is the nutrition element, okay? Now, when you have low motivation, that makes you make worse choices. Consequently, you end up snacking more. And something we've seen a lot of at the Body Transformation Centre is people are reaching for cupboards more often than not, because they're working from home, okay? And they've got more temptations, because the house has now become literally their workplace, their training ground, their place where they do all their socialising. So they're moving less, okay? They have snacks in the cupboard that they're more prone to grabbing, especially if you've got kids in the house. I know for us, we've got kids, and going to those cupboards, it's a lot easier to do than normal. But I think if you're struggling with low motivation, there could be a couple of things that could help you, okay? One of them is to look at what your goals are. What do you want from yourself? What are you trying to achieve from your body shape, weight loss, muscle building, whatever it is? What is your outcome, okay? For most people we work with, they want to improve confidence, improve their energy, and improve their health, okay? A byproduct is the weight loss, okay? Because we shouldn't just focus solely on weight loss. So you need to know what your end goal is, okay? And maybe even put a date or deadline in there. I'm not saying give yourself unrealistic goals, but have a date or deadline for when you want to achieve something. So that could be losing maybe 6 pounds over the next month. It could be losing 8 pounds over the next month. It could be losing 2 stone over the next year. So, and they're weight loss focused, by the way. If you want to do more fitness focused, it could be to run a half marathon in the next year, okay? There's a whole load. I'm not going to go into the goal setting side, but you can literally, if you work that out, okay, and then reverse engineer, that will help you know, that will help give you direction of where you're going, okay? If you don't have that direction, which will help guide some of the choices that you're making, okay, you're not going to achieve that goal. It's as simple as that, okay? So one thing I would suggest that anyone does if they're feeling low level motivation is go and figure out what your goal is. What do you want from what you're trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve? What's that end point? Okay, I'll share with you what my goal is. My goal for my 40th next year is to literally have another photo shoot like I did 5 years ago. But I've already started prepping myself for that. Okay, and I'm doing it slow and steady instead of doing it really fast. That's number one. Number two, okay, you can't always control everything that's going on. But what you can control is what's going in this every day, okay? And what you can control is your actions that you take. But the thing with that is you also need to know and be aware of the movements you're making every day as well. Because I think with a lot of people, they're unaware of what they're doing from a nutrition standpoint. They end up they go into the kitchen, they might try a bit of the kids' dinner, they might get offered a biscuit at a friend's house, so they eat that, and before they know it, they're gaining weight, okay, and that because they've forgotten about those elements. So number 2 is to track and monitor your food, okay, to some degree. Whether that's a handwritten, whether it's using something like MyFitnessPal, okay, whether that is taking a photo, whatever it is, use some way to monitor what you're doing each day, okay? That will then give you clues to where you're going for your goals that we set prior, okay? So that's the second thing to do. Number 3, okay, create a plan and schedule and routine and put that in place. So if you used to, like currently we're locked down, there's no gyms open, so a lot of people are training from home or going out for runs, walks, bike rides, okay? If you know that you used to train at 6 p.m. before lockdown, still put that in place, okay? And still do that workout. Now that could be you go on YouTube, grab a workout, maybe you've got some pre-done workouts, maybe do body weight, maybe go for a run, go for a walk even, but just do something at that same allotted time so you've still got that structure in place, and that your goals again that you've set. Okay, so these are a few things that you can do, and I'm not saying this is the only way. I'm saying if you've got low motivation, there's a reason for having low motivation. We can't control what's going on outside right now. We can't control what is going on with this whole situation. We have to deal with it, okay, and just crack on, all right? And I don't mean that in a horrible way, so please don't take it the wrong way. But at the end of the day, we can't control what the government are telling us to do, so we have to just get on with it, all right? So if your motivation is low, start with your goal setting, okay? Then look at what you're doing with your nutrition. Then look at what you're doing with your activity, okay? And then make sure they all align with the goal setting that we initially set out. That will get you part of the way to where you want to be. If that doesn't help and you're really still struggling, then what you need to do is seek out somebody that can help you with it. I'm not saying me, I'm just saying you need somebody to help you with that side of things, because sometimes people need accountability, okay? And I know with our clients, a lot of the clients need accountability, and some of that is when they come into the gym, okay, to see us. Now that isn't there at the moment, okay? So we've implemented a 28-day program to help with keeping them motivated and on board, because this time of the year, guess what happens? People start munching lots of extra food, and they also start drinking red wine, they're munching on cheese and crackers, everything, and it's so easy to do. So, but don't be hard on yourself if that I'm describing you. But if you need some help or whatever, you need to go and seek that out, all right? But what you need to do, like I said, set your goals, okay, and then reverse engineer backwards of how you're going to achieve them, and give yourself a time frame to work towards, and then break that down, okay? It's the simplest thing you can do to help give you some motivation. No one can, you need to help yourself, okay? You need to help yourself, all right? Anyway, that's all I'm going to go through today, because I'll go on a tangent. If not, tomorrow I'll probably talk a little bit about mental resilience, because I feel that is very highly connected to the whole situation right now. And I feel that some people are more mentally resilient to things going on than others. So, but we'll talk about that topic tomorrow. But for anyone, if you're struggling with low motivation, know what your goals are, know what you want to achieve, okay? And then work backwards from there, and it'll make such a huge difference to you knowing the outcome. I can tell you now, with everything that's gone over lockdown, I could have quite easily sat down and cried, right, in the first lockdown, because I've got the business to deal with. We manage a lot of people, and we need to make sure everything's on point. And there's a lot of changes we've had to make to adapt to that current situation. But I've not let it get the better of me, okay? You got to be strong-willed and determined. If you really want something, you stay strong-willed and determined, all right? So positivity, guys. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on what you can control, okay? And focus on the positives that you are doing. So if that means that you're maintaining weight right now, okay, that's a positive, because I can tell you now, there's a lot of people that aren't in that situation. There's a lot of people gaining weight, all right? Just go and look at the studies. Anyway, I'm going to let you all go, and I'll see you soon.